right, so today I'm going to probably upset some people. I'm going to be talking about quiet quitting. And it's because it's just, I can't get this off my radar. It just keeps on popping up everywhere. I see it all over the place. And it's something that it came up, I guess, about a month ago. And now it's being talked about again. There's a bunch of articles that came out yesterday about quiet quitting. I'm not going to go over all the articles, but I'm going to give you little examples. They kind of all say very similar stuff. So it's not like I need to reference a million. I've read a bunch of them. I've seen videos. It's something that keeps on popping up. So let's start off with what started this big movement on quiet quitting. And you guessed it, it's damn TikTok. Can't get enough of this. As much as I try not to do a video that has nothing to do with TikTok, I started doing my research and I'm like, freaking TikTok again. So Saeed Khan made this 17-second video. We're gonna see it all in its entirety right now. It's only 17 seconds.
I recently learned about this term called quiet quitting, where you're not outright quitting your job, but you're quitting the idea of going above and beyond. You're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. The reality is it's not, and your worth as a person is not defined by your labor.
At the end, it said work is not your life, which I agree. Work is not your life. I mean, for most people, work is not their life. You don't have to be quiet quitting to believe that, right? That's fine. But it sounds good to say that in there. And I love the music and everything. It sounds so peaceful. It sounds like, it's like this philosophy. I get it. It sounds good. But you got to be realistic when it comes down to quiet quitting. And I'm going to get people pissed off because I see things one way and I know people are not going to see it. Well, not everybody. There's going to be people that agree with me. And it's okay that people don't agree with me. If you don't agree with me once I explain my side or the way I see things, feel free. Leave your comments below. Look, I don't expect people to agree with everything that I say. That's definitely not, and it won't be the first time. Let's just say that. This article goes over the whole 17 seconds, everything that Saeed Khan, they kind of go over it right here and the whole little speech. So yes, work is not your life, right? And at the end here, this is what we're gonna basically focus on. You're still performing. So Khan says you're still performing your duties, but you're no longer subscribing to the hustle culture mentality that work has to be your life. Again, most people don't subscribe to work has to be your life, but it sounds good to be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. That shouldn't be the reason why you're gonna do the bare minimum. And again, I don't agree you should do the bare minimum, but that's a whole another article. That justification for this to me is not necessarily genuine. The reality is not, yes, of course, yeah, most people don't make it their life, trust me. And your worth as a person is not defined by your labor. As a person, of course not. But your worth of your labor at work is defined by your labor. Like your worth as the person working, you're defined by what you're doing. So yeah, that's the way I see it. If I see this and you like, no, I'm totally wrong, tell me why. How am I wrong to see that at work, again, as a person, again, you're gonna be like, it's this bigger thing, this philosophical, all this philosophy got to do. This could be interpreted many different ways, but I'm trying to break it down as simple as I see it, because you can really go like as a person and this and go into philosophy and make this a lot deeper than it needs to be, in my opinion, because doing the bare, at the end of the day, this is doing the bare minimum, right? It's another article over here. In a nutshell, quiet quitting is about rejecting the notion that work has to take over one's life. It's fine. Work shouldn't have to take anybody's life. So that is, of course, this whole philosophy thing. I get it. That employees should go above and beyond what their job descriptions entail. And again, above and beyond, people have different definitions of above and beyond, right? So according to Metro, this can take many forms, including turning down projects based on interest. Yeah, some jobs you got projects. I guess if you have options to take projects, some jobs it's just doing projects. So every single job you have, or every single career, going above and beyond is going to have probably a little bit of different meaning to it. But at the end of the day, it's kind of doing the bare minimum, right? That's the simplest way of breaking down. That kind of goes over, blankets all jobs and all careers in a sense. In a nutshell, this is kind of my breakdown to quiet quitting. Doing the bare minimum is most likely going to produce the bare minimum in return. That's just usually how it is. Unless if you're like a politician and, that's a totally different story. So they're not included. So if you go above and beyond, you're going to get more than the regular norm, down the line. You're going to get more. The easiest way for me to kind of explain this and for me to understand is a professional athlete or someone that's trying to become a professional athlete. Let's take a basketball player that he's been practicing since grade school. He's always, he practiced grade school to make the grade school team. He knows next level he's going to go to high school, so he needs to step it up. So he is practicing more and more. The person that is after practice, still practicing, after basketball season's over, still practicing, has a better chance of making it on that high school team. Same thing for the next level. Now the stakes are higher. Again, nothing is guaranteed, but your odds increase. If you do the bare minimum, let's say you're tired. You're just tired. I've been doing basketball all my life, all my 14, 15 years. I'm done. I'm just gonna practice. After practice, I don't feel like doing anything else. I do my other stuff. I'm just gonna go out and party. And the other people that are actually going above and beyond, after practice, they're still doing their own practice. In the summer, when everybody else is going out, vacation, partying, whatever, this person is still going to camp, still doing his own practice every day in a strict regimen, working out, getting ready for the basketball team. He has a better chance of course, making the next level, right? The person that basically took the summer off because he wanted to have fun, his odds decrease. Again, all this stuff doesn't mean that nothing is guaranteed. This just means the odds are increased. This, of course, being a professional athlete, your physical attributes go into play. But the same thing for the NBA. You think the person that just was gifted and only practiced during practice and didn't practice after practice is going to probably make the NBA, or somebody that's gifted that is also going out of the way to practice every single chance they get to make that NBA, whose odds are going to be better. It's just, that's really kind of the way I break it down. If you do the bare minimum, you're going to receive the bare minimum. Bare minimum is that you able to play for that team probably that you're in right now. And you probably ride the bench. I mean, just to be honest, right? But you're not going to get past that level most likely. The person that's putting in the time, the hours, has a better chance of making it to that next level. That's it. All right. Peace.